Hi, hello everyone. Welcome back to my project video. Right now, I'll be presenting my portfolio for myself to apply in certain different workplace in the future. Alright, so without further, let's just start and dive into the portfolio presentation. Alright, so as you can see, here's the cover of it, brought to you by Fishy Improvement Corporation. Alright, so here's my profile over here. Portofolio UB. So my caption is, yeah, in less than 2 years, I have learned to master network engineering at certain providers, such as Microtech, of course, and Cisco. And other than that, I've also begun to master several other fields from that on, and at that moment, which is like cloud computing from Amazon AWS. So not only I learned a lot regarding Microtech and Cisco in the network engineering uh, world, I also learned cloud computing from certain providers such as Amazon AWS and also Snowflake, which is another provider with a what was it with a pretty popular terms or name. Right. Next up, here are some of my skills that I myself have obtained from these past 2 years or less than 2 years. So I have fluent English, as you have heard by now. Alhamdulillah, I learned English from or was it, still in, or still in my, or was it, junior high school. Yeah, I upgrade my English skill and obtain in junior high school because all of my teachers are very supportive in English at that time. And also, other than that, from IDN, I learned Microtech and Cisco, which is a very crucial skills that I have learned from these past 2 years because those skills are what makes me can be identified as network engineering because of course those are the fundamental skills that I need to possess as a network engineer. So for Microtech, I've learned a lot from the what was it from the files from the security, and also some of the routing protocols that they offer, uh, like VLAN, not and other stuff that they offer. And also, I've learned some of the what was it subnetting or other stuff that I need to have knowledge of for me to differentiate what IP should I use at that certain network or at that certain topology. And also at Cisco, I've mastered quite a lot and even obtained myself CCNA certificate from Miller. I've learned DHCP and what was it, BGP protocols, AGRP protocols. Those are very useful in uh, building topology because those are automated and you don't need to statically route a lot of stuff. So it helps a lot at making such a big infrastructure or topology in some company. So those are the stuff that I learned in the end. And there should be more that I want to address here, but uh, this is going to be a short video. So after that, we got AWS from Amazon. For this one, I learned at this past month because it is a new curriculum in IDN. So my senior doesn't get this type of learning when they are at my grade. So this is new. So AWS is a cloud computing provider. They offer storage for their customer, and they also provide protocols or what was it or features for us, the client or customer, to mix and match and set up, or what was it, or help ourselves with how we can use our AWS uh, cloud servers. So that is a very unique, what was it, learning experience, because it right now cloud computing is one of the most what was it, advanced and most, what was it, uh, and one of the most, how do I describe it? One of the most uh, popular what was it, business trends in a lot of company around the world. So like almost everyone migrates to AWS and don't use old infrastructure anymore. Right. Next, I'm gonna go to the next slide, which is education. So education, my elementary school is at Sekolah Indonesia. It was my camera blocked the screen. Oh my bad. So uh, wait. So my elementary school is at Sekolah Indonesia. It was at Jakarta, Indonesia, at 2013 until 2019, correctly, because I spent 6 years there to was it finish my elementary school, and then moving on, we got North School at Bogor. So I do my junior high school there. This is where at the time I really, what was it, try to organize, I mean try to, what was it, try to make myself more disciplined and try to get myself into uh, what was it, an organization or sort of, so that I can have more experience in uh, my bad. So that I can have more experience in working with other people and do a lot of teamwork together. So that's from 2019 to 2022, and then got IDN, which is my school right now. It should be senior high school, so I forgot to change it. So it is at Bogor, Jogol, Indonesia, this school place. And yeah, I first signed up to IDN at 2022 and until now. Right. So next up, we got the most exciting part, which is certification. So uh, from this past 2 years, I've received quite, no, I think more than 2 years, because I took TOEFL here. So TOEFL was obtained by myself when Nur Fikri was collaborating with scooters at that time when I was at ninth grade. So at that time they want us before graduate from junior high school to have for us in the future. So yeah, they tried to collab with Scooter, success, which is a successful collaboration, and they gave us the full certification exam, and yeah, I passed with 483 grade, which is for me kind of was it not too shabby, but I was expecting more because at that time I didn't use any earphones or headsets, so my listening exam is kind of ruined. So moving on from that, we got my first certification at networking, which is MDCNA. This one is the most basic MicroTech certification out there from MicroTech. So MDCNA stands for MicroTech Certified Association, Network Association, and this is the base certification for MicroTech. Moving on, we got MDCRE. This one uh, is the higher level of this of MicroTech certification that they have, or yeah, you know what I mean. So this one it stands for MicroTech Certified Routing Engineer. I kind of forgot the what was it, what the MPCR stands for, but it's a higher level certification than MDCNA. So both of these obtained when I was 10th grade at Edinburgh School. And then when I was, what was it? When I was having a long vacation, I tried to do, what was it? I tried to learn uh, data visualization at the Coding Academy, and I finished the whole thing and got a certification from it. So here it is. So data visualization from decoding. Okay. And next off, we got my newest certification, and I obtained it in Turkey, which is uh, my third or fourth country that I have, what was it, that I have land into in this 10 backpacker 10 backpacker trip from IDN school. So I've done this not not too long ago, like a week ago. So this is still brand new. So CCNA, which is one of the most prestigious, not really the most prestigious, but like it is the one of the most sought after certification in the network engineering world. So if you have this, you can pretty much probably guarantee yourself a work maybe at a good company. But yeah, it is what it is. So I have low information about the certification, but I know that it's sought after. So this is one of the most you can say that it's a star path for network engineering. So you gotta have this. You want to be a full-fledged network engineering. So this is the base Cisco certification that they have, even though that it is sought after. So really good certification. And also, just a day ago, I did AWS certification for cloud practitioner. Uh, ah, I failed at that time, so yeah, it is what it is. You gotta learn much more. So yeah, I'm gonna skip certification. Moving on, got creation. So here's my project or my creation that I have made for this past 2 years. I got MDCN poster here about, and it's all about MDCN certificate. It shows the exam gallery, so it gives you a bit of idea of what's why what should you expect when you try to enroll at MDCN certification. So here you go. You got some of the photos that I picked uh, from some of the exam description, like the email, the exam, uh, the exam UI or UX, I forgot. And also the scoring, or how they count the score percentage in the end when you finish the whole exam. And then we got some of the module over. So I made a couple module from these past 2 years. So it's about uh, it's filled, I mean, with lab and detailed instruction on how you should do this and do this. It's at certain what was it at certain it depends on the title. So if I say MTCNA module, yeah, so it's gonna cover all about MTCNA. And then if I put MTCR in the cover, then it means that the inside is gonna be all about MTCR. And we got CCNA here. I try to, uh, I try to do a bit of creation, or try to do a bit uh, of different. I try to do a different. What was it cover type? But I think I forgot a bit. But even though this one's pretty good, but this one's the most simplest one. I love it. But this one is, yeah, it's a bit of meh. And this one, it's a bit too stale, so I should put more. So yeah, it is what it is though. So here's all my creation I made in IDN. Right. So get into the next slide. So here are the seminars that I have followed from this past 2 years. Both of them are AWS because I try to learn AWS from the start because I really was enthusiastic in cloud at that time because it is very sought after in the company world right now because it is very elastic and you know you get uh, you can save more money by using cloud because it has economic of scale. Also, it got was it on demand storage. What was it? Elasticity. Like if you have some kind of uh, some kind of software that you want to develop and you want people to use it, you can store the whole database on AWS. And if your storage in AWS cloud is not uh, is too tiny, you can just what was it? You can just expand it by spending more, which makes it much more reliable. So it's gonna expand your storage whatever you want, and you don't need to add more physical uh, interface like in our traditional interface that company used a long time ago, like physical server and physical microchip and physical server and well, physical server and physical router, and also of course physical switches. You don't need to add those. You can just pay more on AWS, and then they just gonna what was it increase the storage. So it is that time saving. So moving on. So here's my teaching experience. So I teach 2 times, I think, at Al-Andalus Boarding School, and it is located in Bogor, I think, around that place. So I teach MTCNA at the time. It was very valuable because I was very what was it? I was very shocked uh, by what was it? By how you can by how people can was it you know what I mean? Like uh, I was shocked by like almost everything because it was very nervous though to teach people a what was it a skill that you at that time my MTCNA skill is not that good, so I was very nervous when I was teaching every students at that school. So that's at that time I tried to what was it I tried to make myself learn more so I can teach them more also. So it teaches me to expand my skill because we're not gonna know that what what was it what the world is gonna what was it gonna what the world's gonna what was it, challenge us with. So that's why it teaches me how you can how you can what was it ah, I'm gonna skip it because it's gonna take a long time. Forgot how you can describe it. So next off for teaching, I became a trainer, a PCN trainer. Now this one, I was full-fledged in PCN at that time, so I have no problem to teach this teacher that. So at this certain time, IDN held like some kind of trainer, uh, some kind of free. I think no, no, no. I think they pay for it. So they invite teacher from outside school to learn networking in IDN School, of course, at Jonggol specifically, and they made us the student from IDN to train the teacher that came in with some of the skills that we already learned, like of course MDCNA. Some of us also teach them Cisco, but at the time I teach them full fledged all about MDCNA. So yeah, here's my picture. I was I was more full fledged here because of my previous experience in Alanda. So yeah, it is a very valuable experience at that time. So yeah, I think that's it though for today's uh, presentation. See you guys in the next video. Bye bye.